Let's dive into a little Thursday night basketball. Pete McCarthy here for OddsShopper as we're breaking down no house advantage. If you want to play versus the house in the 4-game slate that we have in the NBA tonight, give us a like, subscribe, keep up with all of our shows. We've got DFS offers, much more. We'll have full coverage, obviously, Thursday night football. Get your best picks, whether it be for no house advantage or elsewhere, right here on the OddsShopper YouTube channel all day long. Also, check out our OddsShopper podcast channel. That's going to keep you up to date if you're out and about, right? If you're at the gym, on the treadmill, out for a run, in the car, whatever it might be, you can take us with you and get some of the best advice out there to help you make smart selections all the way through. So again, we don't have a huge slate tonight. We're just looking at 4 games based on the props from No House Advantage. We're playing against the house that are up this morning. One that I really love is John Morant. There's a couple of ways to play this. John Morant, as you might know, did not play on Monday. Some right thigh soreness. He's off the injury report now. He's going to play tonight. Not really worried about him being limited in terms of minutes or anything like that, but we're still going to look at the under on John Morant, and I'm looking at 2 of them that you could play. I think you have to play them separately, but you can go under on his 3-point shooting as well as the total points for John Morant. Both strong plays. Prefer the 3-point line. Under 2.5 3-pointers. The projection has him under 2. And remember, our projections are free over at stochastic.com. 72% chance of being under on this, which is something that you see in the pick'em contests at No House Advantage. You don't see it that often versus the house. And, get this, you can go to, say, OddsShopper. This is something I like to do, and just see what are the lines at the various sports books. And if you look at John Morant, the 3-point line, it's 1.5. And it's under 1.5. That actually has the juice at minus 120. So, this is a number that if you could jump on it at John Morant under 2.5 3-pointers tonight. He's only hit 3 triples in 5 of the 22 games that he's played all season long. So, this is a really strong play to have here. Now, are you going to have 4 other plays to mix in there in a light NBA night in order to try to, hit for 20 times, 21 times your money? Maybe not. Maybe there's some plays in the Thursday night football game that you could mix in. Keep an eye on that. You have other sports that you can, play with as well. NHL too. But NBA, I think it's kind of hard to get 5 great plays, at least based on what we're looking at this morning. But this John Morant play is big time, and one that you can have in there all the way through. If you want to mix it up a little bit, you could go under on his point total, which is very high at 31.5. Morant has been under that total in 6 of his last 7 games. So, there's a lot to like here. And while, again, with the right thigh soreness cost him game on Monday, I don't expect his minutes to go down, but there's a possibility that's a part of all of this as well. So I think these are really strong plays, some of the better plays that I've seen in terms of versus the house at No House Advantage that you can go and play and try to find some things to mix it with. And you don't have to go for 5 out of 5 and try to hit 21 times. You can pair 2 of these together, and I'll give you another pick that you could play as well. No House Advantage, couple different ways to play. We're talking about playing versus the house. It's just straight up. You're building over-unders. You have to have at least 2 different plays. You go up to 5, hit up to 20 times your money. You can do a whole bunch of different sports out there. I know they have NHL up right now, as well as NFL with the Thursday night football game. If you haven't signed up for No House Advantage, check out the link below. You sign up. If you deposit $50, they will match that $50 first match deposit bonus that you can take advantage of, which is always nice when you get a little extra to play with. So be sure to check that out. Daily fantasy sports being redefined with No House Advantage. All right, another play for you. Looking at Brook Lopez, and 14.5 points is the line here. The projection is Lopez at 13, so 60% chance of under. Not as strong as what we're seeing with John Morant, but you look at the recent trend line, Lopez has been really well under this number in each of his last 3 games. He's been at 14 points or fewer in 8 of his last 9. So we have a nice little trend line as far as that goes. Also, his volume of shooting has been down of late, a total of 17 shots over his last 3 games. So he hasn't been giving himself the opportunities to score a whole lot of points either. And again, you check out OddsShopper, and well, what's the line out there in the sports books? The line that you're seeing for Brook Lopez is 12.5, and we're looking at 14.5 on no house advantage. So, look, if you want to mix in 5 out of 5, I don't see a ton of great NBA plays otherwise as of now. You could look at that Thursday night football game, and if there are 2 or 3 plays that you like there, you could mix them all together. I'd go under on Lopez, under on Morant, 3-point scoring, or you can just play the 2 of those and roll with that. You could do it a couple of different ways. Another way you could play no house advantage, obviously, is the pick'em contest as well. That's going to give you a shot to hit the big money. They actually changed the pool yesterday, and now it's up to $10,000 for first place. So you have some really big money in there that you could potentially hit if you play in the pick'em contest. A little different than playing versus the house in that, you're still trying to get a lot of things right, but you're also playing against other people rather than playing versus the house, right? And so you can have some room to be contrarian or try to mix in some different plays, but you want to beat everybody else, prove you're smarter than everybody else, and potentially hit for some big money there. That's more DFS style, right? And, if you play DFS as well, something we have for you at Stochastic that is new and improved is our lineup generator. Really easy to use. It's going to give you an edge on your opponents by using lineup generator's powerful contest simulations. Saves you time, saves you energy. New feature that we have is player swap. Users now have the ability to swap out a player and choose another player, and you can sort by salary, by projection, by ownership. These things all mixed together are really important. If you're trying to win a DFS contest, obviously, you don't just want to have the chalkiest lineup. You want to get a little bit different, but intelligently different to try to pull down first place in some of these things. The lineup generator will really help you out over at Stochastic. No House Advantage projections, again, they're free at stochastic.com. You go to NBA, projections, NHA, and then that's all free. You can check out the projections versus the house and in the pickup contest as well. It makes it really simple for you and gives you a real baseline to start. And then you can do some of your own research or just take what I told you today and run with that. Best of luck tonight.